We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Polar Bears and the Chicago Cubs. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Ivan Valencia gets the call for game one of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
In now, Fabio Koufax. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And there's your first out of the inning.
Batting second, the left fielder, Shmuel Foppert.
Stepping in, Shmuel Foppert. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Here's the first pitch to him. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's quickly 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
At the plate now, Lamont Mishmerheisen. Strike taken, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Foppert, the runner at second with 1 away. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. And this is going to be ruled an infield single, but the more important issue becomes the health of the man on the mound.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Connor Pitts, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
And he'll be back in standing up. From the stretch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. And the Pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Before the payoff pitch, he'll look to first, but the runner's back easily. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
At the plate, DeVore Haddig. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-1 home is a fastball that misses.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The 3-1. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk, and there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
Coming to the plate now, Chipper Bonzer. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Going back is the center fielder. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, number 33 on the year, as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game, but things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam, and they might not be done yet.
So now to the plate, Gregory Pitts, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Irvin will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Now at the plate, Gaylord Lukrensky. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
3-0 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-0. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern, and part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
Digging in, John Pitts. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
Here's the first pitch to him. This one's down to third. Reined in. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Bottom of the first coming up. Syracuse leads it 5-0. Epa Jura will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy is known as the road warrior, and you can see why. He's been awfully good on the road this year, so I would expect him to pitch very well in this one here.
Into the box now, Troy Burke. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hitter, Troy Burke.
Now here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Foppert comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Cedric McKinnon.
Into the box now, Cedric McKinnon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
In his career, McKinnon has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. A ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss. Got him with the slurve there. 2 gone.
Batting third.
Stepping in, Leandro Valenzuela, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Fabio Koufax.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Barreto is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jamal Crawford.
Digging in the switch hitter, Shmuel Foppert. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch.
Hey! 0-1.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second, fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Now in the box, Lamont Mishmerheisen. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Strike called, 2-1.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
The 3-2 pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Striding into the box, Connor Pitts. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. In there. Now the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. In there, 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. DeVore Haddig would be next. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Barreto retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Rafael Veras, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The 0-1 on its way. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Salvatore Barreto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and chopped down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay throw won't get him.
That's his 4th triple of the year, so he's used to this. He rounded first, eyeing the ball, and he knew he was going for 3. Great hustle and a great piece of hitting.
The next Cub up, Willis Smiley. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. He's set. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bonzer is calling for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So striding in, Robert Irvin, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. All set for the start of the inning. So striding forward now, DeVore Haddock. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Now here it comes.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
Now here's the pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Striding in once again, Chipper Bonzer. He went deep for a grand slam in his first at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lined into right, a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Sammy Velasquez is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. In now, Gregory Pitts, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Fouled away. The next 0-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Standing in now, Gaylord Lakrensky, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. First and second now, one man out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 count, and the pitch hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. 2-1. Again, another foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he is in there. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
To the plate now, John hits. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Splitter that misses too low, and he's behind 2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Stepping in now, Fabio Koufax, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And it's fouled away. Second and third, 2 away. Fouled off. Here's another 2-2. Line drive to left. Irvin is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Well, a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We played 2.5. Syracuse is out in front 6-0. Stepping up now, Mario Valdez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And now a pitch on the way.
Ball, down.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Nope.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Third baseman, Graham Bailey.
So digging in now, Graham Bailey. First pitch coming, here it is. And he fouls this one off. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. This one's down to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Troy Burke. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1. Burke sees the ball really well when facing left-handed pitching and generally picks up a lot of hits against southpaws. He isn't known for displaying a ton of power, however, in these matchups.
Yeah, in today's game, when you're hearing the word launch angle, I don't think it applies to him against left-handed pitching. He could put a lot of balls in contact. He doesn't get himself into too many count leverage situations and tries to go deep too much. Just a guy who really puts bat to ball.
At the plate now, Cedric McKinnon, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch, there he goes. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they could drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Cubs strand 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Ready for another shot now. Shmuel Foppert. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First offering on its way.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs, that's right, 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Lamont Mishmerheisen comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Hit in the air down the left field line. Irvin has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone.
Now batting. The third
Ready
baseman.
once again, Connor Pitts. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
2 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here's the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And now for the second batter in a row. This is in the air out to left field. Irvin is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they go down without a whimper here. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Syracuse is on top here, 6-0. Bottom of the inning now. Stepping up to the plate, Leandro Valenzuela. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
That's inside.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. The count now at 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Not the best changeup there, an easy take. Rafael Veras waits on deck. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Into the box, Rafael Veras, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A 1 pitch on its way.
Ball, that's outside.
Veras stands in at an even 6 feet. Throws left-handed, swings the bat the same way. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2025.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Fouled away. The 1-2.
No, that's down.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
And it's fouled away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these
fielder,
middle of the
number
order
11.
guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
In now, Salvatore Barreto. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order and against the middle of the order too.
The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Cubs are down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Now at the plate, DeVore Hadding. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
The designated hitter, DeVore Hadding.
First offering on its way. And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. That's down into left center for a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Bonser has a real threat at the plate. His batting line sits at the .340 mark.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. A runner at second, nobody out. Ground ball right side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
From the belt, the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this. And
the 2-1. Lays off the split finger that time. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try and induce the ground ball to get a double play.
Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
And not to take any credit away from the hitter on this RBI base knock, but I think it's clear this reliever is running on empty at this point. We were just discussing it, and now he serves up a good pitch to hit. He's given a good effort out there, but he's worked harder than he's used to, and I don't think he has anything left.
Into the box now, Gaylord Leprensky. No balls and 1 strike. None out, runners at first and second. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. So now to the plate, John Pitts, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Hit out towards second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. Settling in now, Willis Smiley. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
To the plate now, Robert Irvin, as he'll take a look at ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Fastball called strike. 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Foppert comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance, Mario Valdez. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope, that's a ball. Nope,
No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Fouled off. Valdez, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He was selected in the first round during the 2026 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Now to the plate, Fabio Koufax. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Smiley is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now at the plate, Shmuel Foppert. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
And that's the second out. Into the box, Lamont Mishmerheisen. And now pitch on the way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
At the plate, Connor Pitts, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing. And he fouls this one off. A runner on first with 2 away. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in to try it again, Graham Bailey. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. A ball and a strike.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Lifted in the air to center field. Pitts is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs.
Digging in and looking for more, Troy Burke. A hit in 2 tries so far. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, that's just a case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
Set and the pitch. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
One and one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
From the belt, the pitch.
Ball, upstairs.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Cubs are down quietly. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Diego Gil enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 7, Diego Gil.
7th inning ready to roll. Digging in once again, DeVore Haddig.
Leading off for Syracuse, the designated hitter, DeVore Haddig.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Chipper Bonser, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Now a move over to first. Don't want to forget about him. A runner at first with no outs here. A little bit outside. 2-1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Gregory Pitts. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3. Throw over to the bag. Runners back. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Runner at first here, 1 man out. On the ground to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Oh, and he can't hang on. 1 there. And the relay throw is right by him at third base.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Striding in, John Pitts. Runner in scoring position with two gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Men on third with two down. Fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a miss as he chased with two strikes, and that will retire the side. So one run on two base hits, one error in the inning, and one man left on base. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the seventh. Get up and stretch. Syracuse is out in front here, 8-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now batting, Leandro Valenzuela.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Foppert is underneath this one, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in, Rafael Veras. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Bases are empty, one man out. Popped him up. Koufax is there. He's got it, and there are two down now. So in now for Chicago, Salvatore Barreto, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. First offering on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. 2 out, nobody on. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
At the plate, Willis Smiley. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Too high, 1-0.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
2 out with the man at first. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 1-1 home. 1-2 now. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 1-2 pitch. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Cubs. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Fabio Koufax.
The shortstop, Fabio.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Shmuel Foppert. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Stepping into the box, Lamont Mishmerheisen is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First things first, here's a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball 2.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Now a throw over, runner back standing. Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. Runners on first with one down. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with one away.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Connor Pitts will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. He's ready. Now the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
That's in there. Base hit. Foppert rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run.
Obviously, they got a little over-aggressive there. When you've got the lead like this, you can afford to do that a little more. We'll see if that lost run ends up being a factor at all.
Stepping in now, DeVore Haddig, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, nice job to get a piece of that one. Today's game, north-south game, trying to elevate that heater and bury breaking stuff in the dirt.
High in the air out to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So stepping in, Robert Irvin. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Standing in now, Mario Valdez, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set, and the 0-1. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Nobody out, runner on first. 1-2.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. The 1-2.
2-2 count.
A runner at first with no outs here. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Brad Bailey.
At the plate, Graham Bailey, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0.
Hey.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fouled away. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Troy Burke. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
He's got it to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. This one pretty well in the bag. We played 8 full. The Polar Bears lead it 8-0.
Brock Russo enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And he misses with it. 1-1. high in the air out to center field. Barreto has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The batter.
At the plate, Gregory Pitts. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
And no swing, apparently. Ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And think about it. In game one of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And he misses again. Ball three. Gaylord Lukrensky waits on deck. The 3-1. He is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Irvin is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gaylord Lukrensky. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. A ball and no strikes. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Johnny Juarez is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Juarez.
So coming to the plate, Cedric McKinnon. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1's the count.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Wow, what a powerful performance. 8 shutout innings in line for the win.
To the plate now, Leandro Valenzuela as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Juarez has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-1 home.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2.
Full count, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
He's right there. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Rafael Veras. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, called, strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Still 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, I never thought they'd reach this milestone, but here we are, 26 wins in a row, tying the Major League record set by the New York Giants way back in 1916. One of the great all-time runs in any sport, and we're here watching it.
An 8-0 shutout this evening. The Polar Bears came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Epa Jura earns his 5th winner of the year as he struck out 13 in this one. Ivan Valencia permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Cubs, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.